And welcome to the Crusader King stream, the Mea campaign we are doing. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the channel right before some people come in this late stream that I'm doing. This will be one of the last regular late streams that I will be doing because I am changing jobs, and I'm gonna change to a job that will no longer have like night shifts, so that's going to make life a little bit more relaxed because I'm getting older and I'm starting to jet lag a little bit more and more while working late at night. So I talked about it in the last Crusader King stream, I believe, or Minecraft stream. I forgot what stream it was. Hello, Dark Noob. So this is one of the last late streams that's regular, but doesn't mean I will stop streaming late. Probably sometimes I will stream late, as if I do a collab with somebody across the planet, I will sleep late. It's not that I will stop doing late streams, but they will no longer happen on a regular basis. So this month only, and then it will be over. What a weird time. Yes, what a weird time. Hello, Lolang. So I'm sorry if people got used to the late streams. That's just changing. But also that will give me a more regular time, because I just have to show you guys something. And I really love this. And I think we can grow on this too, because if we look at my YouTube channel here, right here. I mean, our channel. It's 1 AM. Yeah, it's 1 AM. Yeah. You see here, I make a video. And the videos I do make do relate to the type of content I know my viewers like, because it's strategy games, or it's like stuff about ruling a country. Like, that's the general videos that do well. If it's about ruling a country and some drama between it, or lore, or whatever. So you see, it's like new, and it's already like, exploding on the scene. Because every time there are a little bit more subscribers that like this content, so probably they get a notification. I don't know how that works. Like, some videos do worse, some videos do fine. It doesn't matter. Like, there is like this thing I call change in momentum, but the change of momentum of videos kind of crashes if you start streaming. Like, it slowly starts picking up by the algorithm. I don't care, because this is one of the last few times I will do regular late streams, so... And the point is on regular, because I still do late streams. So I just thought I will do it at least every week, so at least within every week. Like, I think the last stream I did was 8 days ago, so it's like 1 more week later. But I try to do at least once a week the Crusader King's Mea campaign, so that continues. I'll have to catch up with the video editing, but the video editing will just always take longer, so it will always lag behind. But that's fine. Soon there will be a regular schedule, so hopefully more videos. Because that seems to also be more liked by people, but of course the streams will be there. Oh, you forgot to translate. That happens to me a lot. At my job, we work internationally sometimes, and sometimes with only Dutch people. So you have to switch between languages. Like, I know English, but sometimes, when you have to switch too much, you just mess up. Yeah, you don't see. I don't know exactly why it works. It doesn't always show. Like, I know some people watching my stuff too. And it's a bit late. But we are at 1170. I said last time when we were at 1166 that was the invasion of the Normans. But that's not true. That was 100 years after. But I just saw 660. The horse gambling. Yes. There is more gambling coming in the video if they make other videos. But... what's about that video? Like, we did a collab, right? If people are rewatching this and only watching Crusader Kings, we did a collab with King of the Castle. And that is a stream, but that stream is almost 4 hours. I don't expect people to watch the 4-hour stream, because it's a lot of fun, but you have to cut out bits. So that's what I do. And I made the first video, but I don't know if somebody else wants to make a video. So I told everybody else that was in the collab, like, I made this video, you can look at it, and I will leave it there. And if one of them wants to make another video, I will publish that video also in our Discord to tell them, okay, that's the next part. But if they don't make a video, then I might make the second part. But I'm gonna work on 2 other videos. I'm working right now on the Crusader Kings video, and I'm working on I have the foundation footage. I have to work on a foundation city. We are doing a city building game video. So those are 2 videos, and I have footage of a time lapse of Minecraft. No, I don't have the footage, but I have the time lapses, so I have to make that into a footage. So there are like 3 videos I could make before I can make the other part of this. So I will leave the other people if they want to maybe make it. You can always check them out, but then let's continue the game here. We have gotten the great pox here with Brocano, the second of his name of Asterica. We have had some bloody wars, and Massilia, the Holy Massilian Empire seems to be collapsing. And what is interesting is that the High Priestess, the one we try to nerf her power, is slowly gaining power. A really dangerous thing is that our primary heir here does not seem to inherit the Empire. The Empire title is gonna go to somebody else from a different house. Oh. I am the owner of a sword. I keep always forgetting the artifacts. Like, I know the artifacts are really cool, but I feel Stellaris has the same problem. It is that they are just adding more and more menus to the game. And more menus I am just not looking at, you know? I am not looking at all those different menus all the time. Magnificent spear. Like, the courtroom is a different menu. It is fun that it looks like this. Yes, I love that at least they made like this whole... But they keep adding more and more... Yeah. And some are better than the other, because in the courts, I feel like I'm sometimes forced to go in there. Oh, bloody hell. I cannot, this is too much. I already have the great books. But there's something really weird happened in my personal mega campaign. Spartans were dead for almost 200 years. When my ruler randomly got their bloodline. I can't figure out how it managed that. Isn't the high priest related to Radboud? Probably. I keep forgetting. I was making a dynasty tree, like to... I can show you guys maybe... You know what? I can show you whenever I want to. Let me actually show you now. Because you asked, like, for Hannibal's ancestry, right? And I was like, okay, I wanna check that one out. But apparently Hannibal doesn't have ancestors that made it that far. I checked it and they aren't there. So... Hello! Ruki. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Hi, how are you doing? Let me look at this, because this is from our Mea campaign. So this is something really cool I made from our Mea campaign, and it's not finished. Was working on this. I don't know why. Sometimes I do things, alright? And this is like this application called Obsidian. Another friend of mine came with this, like, he starts using this for his D&D worlds, and I do D&D, so he was like, hey, you can use this for D&D, and I was like, yes, but I could also use this for my Mega campaign. So here, we have the family tree, and this is, like, where we switch between Crusader Kings. Like, this is the Imperator Rome Crusader Kings conversion, like this character here. And this is the first of our dynasty in Crusader Kings. And this is the whole ancestry of this character that I try to make family trees. I also try to do the one from Hannibal, but Hannibal's descendants die out, so that's something. I don't remember. No! How dare I! No! I have this stupid mortal brain. Why don't I? No! The Black Country, yeah, that's like a different union. That was like an empire tech got there. So the Hannibal line is gone. So this is like the descendant family tree, and that's really cool. I thought this was extremely fun to make. So, as you can see, jousting, that's something else. That was a story I'm thinking of, with timelines and something else. But this is the Massilian. This is like a Wikipedia page I tried to make, or something. Like, this is how it looks like. And you see all those notes here. And I was like, okay, this is nice for me to keep track of things. Like, this is some random stuff. And this is like the cultures. Oh, in my Discord. Yes. Oh yes, I do remember you. I do remember you. I remember you from the... from, I shouldn't say his real name. From my classmate, my old classmate's, Twitch, Discord. Yes, I do. I know who you are. I know who you are. Memories are flashing back. I remember, and we talked. I do. Like, my memory, you know how memory works. Sometimes you cannot reach a memory, and I was like thinking about my own channel. Like, you have been here before, but no, it's about our other classmates and old classmates of my channel. But I shouldn't say names. I shouldn't drop random names of people that do not use their real names online. How far did Hannibal's line survive? Hannibal's line survived for like 4 generations. Like, my brain was connected. But this is like this. I made this map here, and not everything is filled in, but it's like a Wikipedia page. Like, this is the discovery of Tool, and this is literally actually the script of the next video I'm working on. This is not really the script exactly. This is more like tell and not show, and when I make the video it's gonna be show and not tell, so that's something else. But let us actually play the game instead of me yapping about documents and Wikipedia pages I make for myself. You know, this game is already looking at the map and terribly nerdy. How terribly can I do that? But yes. But how are people doing? How is my terrible memory doing? There we go. I have my moments of activity online, yes, on Discord, and not... Like, sometimes I'm really social, and sometimes I just die out, and then I forget in what places I was active. And also, I was active there. Then... The music is a bit loud for me then. And then I looked back at the Discord, and then nobody was active again. So I forgot if people were active there. Alright. For generations, the gods laugh at him and smell at a rat-bound line. Yes. Rat-bound line is going to survive. Look at this. She's pregnant. And look at this. Engaged to Brocano, the third bro. But this is Brocano, the bastard. Not Brocano. I'm his grandparents. There we go. There we go. Alright. The Gaulish Empire. Yeah, people do take break. Ooh. Yeah, I know not everybody does vocal channels. I also know not everybody does, like, community stuff, because what you get to see, I don't know how... Oh, bloody hell, we have a powerful... Oh no, we have a rebellion. Oh, crap. Oof. Oof, they have a rebellion. building up in the empire. Like, I know YouTube shows you, like, makes a summary about, I cannot tell Kieran. you know, Kieran appeared in, his voice has appeared in one of my videos. So, he is in, the last Imperator Rome video, I believe. Well, what? My brain died. I wanted to say something before that. Oh yeah, I can. You get like a little summary of people watching your channel, and I can see there are like a bunch of people who watch my channel regularly, because probably they've like they're publicly subscribed in the summary, and I know they always watch me because I always see the same channels like being one of the top viewers, but they don't chat, they don't add comments, but that's just what they like, you know, they like watching, I guess, the streams. I don't know. I don't know what is going on with my music. My music is becoming loud and less loud, and I did try to have like some stabilizer or something like that was a possibility, but it's a lie. It's a lie, the stabilizer thing. Microsoft lied to me. This is why you never could trust Microsoft. Basically, my PG was he from here, from Palmero. But now we have this one. Yeah, there's some lore here. I always forget the lore myself. And then I rewatch my streams to make the summaries, to write notes. But I feel like a real historian trying to uncover the history of this world when I'm making the videos, because I forget sometimes. But yeah, this guy is from our dynasty. They were part of the... Do you call it the Diet of the Holy Massilian Empire? But the Holy Massilian Empire collapsed, and they formed a union with Romans, because they are Romans, but they are Sardinians. But the Sardinians are not in Sardinia here, but they are in Sicily here, because this history doesn't make sense here. I used to be like that until I came across this channel. Oh yeah, I become more active across all channels I watch. Yeah, people also change over time, yeah. He created the kingdom that lasted for 50 years. Then was conquered by the Holy... Yeah, by my mother back then. The character I played, that mother conquered him. That mother was crazy. She conquered, like... Our mother in this game conquered... like, a huge chunk of, like, the West Roman Empire's territories. Sadly, that empire is now slowly disintegrating. And now we have this new empire here. Like, the empires aren't this stable in this timeline. But yeah, we have so... Oh yeah, I didn't know. But this, she is our main heir. So she's gonna become the next empress, you would think. But no. The empire is going to this random bloke. And this bloke... my dog is definitely going to join me. This is from Isaac's dynasty here. So he is going to inherit the empire. I don't know what happened here. This was beyond my control. Like, the family was over here in Toledo. You can see this guy is in Toledo. So the Duchess of Toledo literally sniped away the throne of Asterica. And she's putting one of her family members to be the next ruler of my empire. And we cannot do anything about it. So we will have a civil war. We will have to make a civil war, because it's out of character to murder that person, I feel like, for this guy. So we are not doing that. So we have to take the empire by force. intensity, and they were oh yeah, they were conquered by the Normans. Yeah. To be fair, we also got like not the Normans that went to Sicily. Well, the Normans, I mean, like the Normans here, right, that went from Normandy to into England, and they conquered England. We had now a similar event like that, because as the Holy Massilian Empire, that's now being decentralized and falling apart like France, we went here and we conquered Asterica, and now we rule over here. I'm going to start a CK2, my personal megapay, but I need to break apart every empire, otherwise it wouldn't be fun. Yeah, definitely. If smallpox. Oh bloody hell! We have the great pox, and now the smallpox is here too. Yeah, we are not doing anything. We already are disease here. CK2 has easier editing, safe editing, I think. Like, if you don't like a color of an empire, or you don't like a color of something, it's easy to edit. And I think you can just edit the save. You don't need to edit the game itself. But you cannot change colors like this. In this game, you can change colors over here. You can just go here, and you can change the color here. But in CK3, you can edit the save file, I believe. I don't remember correctly. And then you can... But you have to save it not compressed. Like, there's this little option that allows you to save it compressed or not. That's modding tips with fish being during a stream. The more we learn. I know, but in CK2 and in CK3 there are cheats mods that each cheat menu allow you to activate disable debug modes. Yeah, probably now there would be mods too. I think there would be more mods for CK2 now. Now it's no longer being updated. There we go. Send for the physician now. Alright, sure, we get the physician now. I thought it was funny that we had smallpox. Let's get the best one. I would always make a backup, of course, but CK2 save files, as I remember, are not that difficult to edit. What you can do probably, you save the game, but you first go in debug mode and you look at the ID of your character. So you hover your mouse over your character, and if you have the debug mode, you see the character ID in CK2, also CK3. Then you save the game non-compressed, if I remember this correctly. And you save the game non-compressed. And then you have the then you go to the save file. You edit it with Visual Elite, or you can even edit it with Notepad. And then you look up the character ID, and the character ID will have the title below him. I'm not sure if you can edit the title right there with the character, or that's just a reference to the character to the title ID. Then you can go to the title. You can change and edit the title, but you can also edit DNA, you can edit portraits, I believe, you can edit stuff like that in the save file. And I'm not sure, you probably could edit who is related to who. It says down there probably with the character IDs who is the parent of who. So I don't know how possible it is, but you could copy and paste a character and change the idea, make up a new character, and give them real game titles. But you could also break the game if you don't do it correctly. The more you edit, the more you change. And I don't know what happens if you break the save files. So I know if it corrupts the stuff or it. I will save edit my CK3 campaigns because I like to remove homelands so people assimilate in my culture. Alright. I haven't done Vic3 editing because I have not played Vic3. I have Vic3 and I've played a little bit to test out if the conversion mod works. I've played Vic2. I've played Vicky2 from the beginning till the end. No! They run after my dog with a new challenge. Was there a cheat way to deluge factions, other kingdoms in CK2? I'm not sure if there's a cheat. Could be. Could be. By the way, I learned something really cool yesterday about the town Lewis, where they have a castle in the UK. They have a pub behind another Brocano. Yeah, let's go. So we call another Brocano here, of course. So, wait a second. My son has smallpox, but the only way the smallpox can come there is from my lover. Oh, bloody hell. But he's 69 years old. Okay, there's a pub behind this Lewis castle. And that pub, you know what the green peas, you know, the vegetables? They have a pea throwing championship. That you have to throw peas. The small little vegetables. I thought it was really funny. And they have other silly competitions that are really funny. That something that you have to run around a barrel of beer, and you have and yeah, something with dog racing that somebody's running with dogs. I only watched a YouTube video. It looked really fun. And maybe I shouldn't tell those places what I think are really fun, because then I'm like, maybe I should go there, and then now people maybe know where I'm going. Yeah, peace. Yeah, peace throwing. Just go to Lewis, Google it, or the Lewis Arms pub. Just this name. It's behind the castle, so you get to see a castle too. It looks really fun to go there. It's in the summer holidays. I don't know. It looked really fun, and it's a pub with pizza, but that's not unusual. I found more pubs with pizzas. They're always fun pubs. Like I don't know why I do that, but I find it fun to Google those places and find out, like, not only in the UK but also in Ireland or the Netherlands or other places where they have fun events, and I just look at I'll just type in the name of the pubs and I see if they have like YouTube videos or other stuff, because if they have those YouTube videos they have like funny events. Like down here we have in Brighton you have like, apparently, I don't know if they still do it, but they have like they have a pub where you have like arcade nights or something, and they have like they bring like old consoles, and you can play on the old consoles there, and then you can do like Street Fighter or whatever and all those other things while drinking. So I think that's really cool. So if people have some cool like places where such events happen, like small towns too, like I look at small towns because small towns usually have the most charming and fun of those events. Feel free to drop them in the Discord or anywhere, you know, because who knows, I might randomly appear there in the summer holidays because I need to do stuff. Yeah, cheese running downhill, that's a fun thing to, yeah, stuff like that, you know, but there are so many of them. You just zoom in, like Like, if you go to the Alps, you usually get, like, a bunch of, especially over here. You do get more richer events, because that's where all the bigger tourists go. But if you go, like, right in the middle of France, you have, like, a place where it's not that much of population. You zoom in here, and you find a random town, like La Salle, and you just Google it, and you just watch YouTube. And sometimes you can find really cool things. But then the question is, do the events still happen? Like, I also do in the US or other places in the world too. And there was like one place where they have like pirates that they pretend that they are being attacked by pirates, stuff like that. Like I forgot the name, but it was like a German town, but in the Americas that is named after German town. But you cannot zoom in there because it's not here. America does not exist here. Unfinished highways. Highwaymen seem Dursa has a problem with supplies. This person here that never arrive, and the workers who are scared for leaving their village. At this rate, the road in Staffordshire will never be finished. Put guards along the road. All right. How's your I don't know. Let's see how your dynasty is doing. Your dynasty. How many generations have they survived? I'm wondering. Because some dynasties die out quickly, but your dynasty has been there now for so many videos now. So let's look at your whole dynasty tree, actually. I lost the Great Pox, let's go. Now the title is clickbait. Look at this. This is your dynasty at the moment. And they went up in other dynasties too. So let's see all the dynasties that are related. So... Alright. Alright, those are some big dynasties here. So... My granddaughter is related to your dynasty in-game. You are related to Isaac's dynasty right here. And... There's an order of my dynasty. Oh, that's the same one. And you're related to Misrep's dynasty. And it seems to be... Oh, like... there seems to be some... yeah, we know what happened there. You know, the usual medieval... keeping it close. Because of... Yeah. Alright, yeah, I see it. Habsburg gameplay. In Italian town, they have climbed the pine. Look, that's a fun one. I don't know where that is. I'm gonna put it here in Google. And I will, after the stream, I will check it out. Like, that's interesting. That's something that... If we are in the modern era, right? Because I will go to my channel through the modern era. I can start doing parodies of like other YouTube things. But I can also make content about the modern era then. So I could do my content about different towns and stuff like that. And drop that down, you know. Oh yeah, I haven't looked at your dynasty tree. Let's see how your dynasty is. I'm terrified of clicking on my own dynasty tree, by the way, because I don't know what this. Like the oldest line has died out, and but this line by Mark itself is the line that continues. This line went up into another kingdom, or like married into that, and they seem to actually do rather successfully. Just wondering which... Okay, they are mostly related to my dynasty. That makes actually sense, because we have been intermarrying from time to time. But... Which is this line? Alright, this line is that over there. An order of... That's interesting, that's interesting. Let's see here, this one is also going up into a different dynasty. They do not seem to do the Habsburg strat. They seem to do the... growing really far apart strategy. Oh, tomorrow will post to the Discord. Oh, is mine alive? Okay, you have to... You were the one over here, right? That's the one you mean? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they're still alive. Let's go to the title history. No, they are not alive. But that's a little bit expected if they die out. I was worried already that this would happen. But we can still look. We can still look if the line is still, if the line went into other lines, if the line survives till this day. So we go to the dynasty tree, and look at that. All right, your line did go into my line. And this line. Let's see if this one line is still alive. In this king. And they are still alive. So that's this house. Oh! 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 Oh, look at this! Is that the house that now rules? Let's see from... Oh no! I clicked it! Oh no! I clicked open dynasty tree on my own dynasty. The game is lagging. It actually did work. I wonder how much it lags. I'm just gonna scroll out. Okay. Okay, it doesn't seem that it did everything, but probably it had to check every living member. So which one was the one related to your dynasty? A king was related to your dynasty. I know a king was. It only seems the kings to be on this side, on the left side. So this seems to be the kingly line. So if this is the kingly line, it does mean that these are the descendants of your dynasty, Lolag. They are not directly descendant to your dynasty, but they do share the blood of your dynasty. And that means a lot. Young Mark did die. Yeah, I saw young Mark die, sadly. You give him Fishby the last time. Yeah. I believe is this his sister or no? His daughter. His daughter now owns it. But sadly, sadly he is not called Park. Wait, we can. Okay, this is a little bit cheaty, all right. But I just think it's funny to keep it going, all right. You know, just as they say, a Stark must always be in Winterfell. A Mark must be in Fisby. It was really split only because it was die. Yeah. Split. This is... At least they went into this dynasty, so at least you know the house... The house Fort Uri is descendant related to the same house. So that's cool. That's cool. There we go. Oh, we have... Yeah, I cannot change this, boys. Well, we're not doing the murder. We're not doing the... We might even fail at the murder scheme. Alright, let's see if we can actually improve some infrastructure here. To improve our castles. For some reason, I cannot upgrade that. Alright, it was a little bit of a lag spike there. Let's upgrade a bunch of castles. Who's this? Well, Dirk has gone. Ah, I wanted to see. I want to see the character, but I clicked it instead of alright. I really like Asia not being Asia. Wait. Oh yeah, there's like a. Yeah, it does make sense. The name does make sense. The American-Japanese Empire shall rise soon. You know, Stefan, you did talk about the Egypt campaign here, and I said like I definitely want to have like an Bronze Age Maya campaign soon. So I definitely would think that's cool. Because right now we are doing the West Europe campaign definitely. So doing a Bronze Age campaign would be cool. And a Bronze Age campaign, of course, can start in the Middle East here, because then we can go through the whole, you know, coolness of it. Because lots of cool things happened. You should actually, what I know is that we should actually start revoking more people's titles. We should be a bit more tyrannical, because once we die, we need to make sure that we get enough titles that would go to her, so she can mount a rebellion. What we also could start doing already is we could give her titles. So, for that, I already want to arrange a marriage with this child. Just to make sure, no, not matrilineally, just to make sure it stays within in our family, the power, and doesn't diverge out of it. If you know, he's 5 years old. We made a bit of a cyclical family tree. Oh wait, maybe we can change it to a little bit more unrelated one. It's also, how many related children do we have? A granddaughter. Maybe shouldn't do a granddaughter. I do not think I can change inheritance laws yet. It's also, bloody hell, how many inbred descendants can we get? This is the only one. Will not accept. Can we find one? It's only my dynasty, it seems like. How did... Oh, that's because his child is not even here. What? She is not here with me. This is why we are losing the title, by the way, because Toledo is doing some sneaky stuff with her dynasty. Why are you not coming here? Opinion of Duchess. Why the hell are you here? Let's send a gift. I don't think that's gonna change a lot. No, it's still not changing it. I cannot use a hook. I don't have a hook over her. And I cannot change the marriage of this child. Maybe I can change it if we do our own granddaughter. Yep, we have to do this. Alright, we're doing this because that's the only way we can do it. And it's another child here. We're also gonna arrange this marriage. And then we shall... But that also means I cannot give titles right to my daughter. If my daughter is not even in my land... No, I cannot give titles to her. Oof. Cannot invite this dude. Wait. Her husband. Can I invite him? No, he doesn't, because... I can legitimize this bastard, but I will not. Let's see if we can actually change inherent laws. Last time we checked, I couldn't do it. I have to check out where I can do that again. I think here is a possibility to add a law. This is like an elective, and we have to make like another type of law. Succession right here. So right now we have petition and high petition. High petition would be great, but not at the moment. Because if we do high petition at the moment right now, the lion's share of the titles will go to... Wait, the player heir is her now? Oof. I'm so confused. So I will become... Why does it keep changing? I thought the other person was on the player heir. Alright. Arrange, marriage... At least he is here. Find a spouse. Let's look at the age. Let's do somebody far away so we finally don't have like this cyclical. Pay the Duchess to... in EU4 you should be a Finland-like nation that was created by ancient Vikings with the old Frisian faith. We are definitely gonna go to EU4 and we are gonna become a colonial nation. We have to see how that develops and where and exactly we want to build. We're gonna pet our dog. Let's pet our dog. Let's go. Hello, dog. This whole inheritance thinks... I don't think she was my heir before. I thought... Because then she should be my player heir because she's the oldest. But we are becoming her for some reason. I don't know why. When she is the one second in line of throne. So I assumed I would become her. Let's see here the titles. So if we look at this title here. Oh, she's in line for this title. Okay, I see what's happening. I know what's happening. I know what's happening. I know why we are becoming her. I know now. I understand the inheritance laws. So, she's getting most of the titles because I have given her titles. And under the partition law, if you give somebody titles, the game assumes that's the titles they would have gotten into the inheritance. So you cannot give like infinite titles. So she is becoming the... She is in line to take a bunch of other titles. And she's in line to become probably the king then? No, that's this guy. He's also in line in becoming the king of Britannia. So an interesting thing that I could do is destroy the kingdom of Britannia. But no, that wouldn't help me. You mean married to the child is going to inherit the whole kingdom? You can murder this child. The EU for American Empire by own USA and East Asia. Ooh. We're definitely gonna make our own colonial. With Ragnar Lothbrok. I have to think about it. Lothbrok. What I probably will do is I will run some test simulations. Also, I did that in Crusader Kings. Test simulation don't mean I will play from the begin date to the end date. It's just that I will simulate the first few 100 years of the game. And when I simulated this game, when I did a conversion mod, I made like a couple of threats, like barbarian invasions that were invading Massilia. I made like Attila the Hun and beta other invaders with claims on the Massilian Empire. And I made some internal problems so that... But I made it so that it was like 50-50, so we didn't know what would happen. So it was more interesting to convert a save file. So I definitely want to change some things here and there. Also things that are outside our worldview, so probably in the north of America and in Asia over here, Indonesia, with Malacca over here. And probably we do in Africa too. Let's say there should be some, you know, slow bleeding over across the borders, right? Because this is a whole different world history. But to simulate it correct, to do it more fun, we'll have some polls in the Discord for a couple of different scenarios. So this definitely could be a one scenario I will keep in mind. Yeah, Canada. So my problem is, right, if it is really quickly colonized, but we could do some trickery with the game probably. Yeah, we join this guy for this hunt. Where is this hunt? Where is this hunt? Oh, it's over here. Let's go. What would be interesting, right? Because that's not what I'm thinking at the moment. Let's say we do this. One of the problems would be is that if they are Europeans in the north of America, that they would rapidly colonize everything. Right? But so that's my worry a little bit too, but that doesn't mean it isn't completely impossible, because I can no longer hide my secrets. Yeah, let's sit with this one. Because, you know, in our timeline, Greenland became depopulated, and Greenland became also a bit depopulated. I believe there were two groups in Greenland also coming, like the first native group, and then there was another group coming from Canada coming into Greenland. But did it become like harsher, the climate, or not? I don't know if it became completely depopulated or not. But I think there was like there are periods that Greenland became like depopulated by the people who lived there. I don't know if that happened after that the Norse came there. Nah. Oh yeah, we're trying to figure out the inheritance. So we have a bunch of bastards. She's all... Wow, the two houses. So married to that house. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking on different solution. Like I wanted to go to sleep. I think we have a good sleep. I was thinking, what if we do not make them completely Frisian? Because Norway, no, not Norway. I mean Greenland became a little bit depopulated. So we could make it lore-wise that they also became a little bit depopulated in our timeline. So that would mean the connection between the old world and the new world was completely lost. So there is this culturally Frisian group there in the north of America, maybe. Sort of, but they also are... They have Native American ideas. But they might have, like, the religion from the Old Norse. They might have the... They might speak more a language from the Norse, maybe. So that way, once, you know, you go there... But they have, like, Native American ideas, what makes them... Like, we can edit that. So it would not be completely... But we could also make them, because let's say if they lost connection with the Greenland, like Greenland was depopulated completely, like in our timeline. Just that there is... I don't know, maybe it's a bit too far-fetched. That's the only big problem, because in our timeline also Finland didn't work completely. We could also make it like there was a colony, but that colony is lost. But definitely they married into an probably maybe an other tribe, and that tribe does have like we can make like a custom name list probably. It has like Frisian names and it's like partly Frisian. It might be too anachronistic. I'm not so entirely sure. That's a bit of a problem. So we have to definitely put it into a vote, because that way the responsibility is not with me. Just joking. I have to think about it. I cannot think about it while we're doing this stream. They could even be in Greenland. Yeah. The world to have a Ragnar Lothbrok. You know... Hello, Cheese! What's your favorite anime of all time? Guys, alright, so Cheese is asking everybody. So not only me, but I will also answer, Cheese, don't you worry. I like Steingate. Like that's like an anime I really liked. I liked the anime Monster. I don't read that many mangas, but Monster is one of the few animes that I watched, and then I got like a manga, and usually I don't read them, but I start reading it and I really liked the manga too. Even that it was pretty close to the anime itself, but it was just so good. All right. Yeah. Not everybody likes it, but I don't watch much modern anime, so I don't know what the kids now like. Like if you look at the animes I watched, they're pretty old. Pretty old animes. They even have like the square ratio, alright? What is this? Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, that falls under anime. I do think it falls under anime. Yep. So you watch anime? There you go. Yeah. From the 2080s and 70s. So you know the animes I'm talking about. There we go. There we go. And of course I have watched the cult classics of the firework anime. I forget what the name is. Hana something. Like I don't know the names, right? Okay, I am an anime watcher, but I am not the... I'm not the most anime. One Piece. Stephen Parker loves One Piece. Ooh, well, one of my friends really loves One Piece. The one thing is, I don't know. I bet I could like it too, but I just haven't had like the time. It's pretty large. Like I tried once because that was because of my because of one of my internships. We had to like go 1 week and sleep like in it's something that looked like barracks. They were barracks, and there was the group of people that was like, yeah, you should watch anime, you should watch Naruto, and I was like, sure I will, and I couldn't. It's just too large. Like, oh, you thought you were pure? No, you're not. Yeah, it's long. Like, I would do it if I have like a long holiday or something. Like if I have some place I have to go. Like I would let's say if I go to Japan, because I'm not this year, but maybe in a few years I will go to Japan. That might be a great opportunity to start watching something like that, you know. Can we help the Frisians? Wait, that's a good opportunity. That's a good thing you said. The Frisians are rebelling. What's happening here? Independence War. Oof. This is something we should definitely assist. Can we do this? Who is the leader of the Independence War? You are the leader of the Independence War. Can we make... I have a daughter. Do you have a son? No, they don't have a son. Do I have a son we can marry off? Do I have a son so we can marry and become an ally? Great-grandson. It doesn't seem I have a son. But we probably have a casus belli to declare war. Fish is busy, man. He has to play more video. I definitely want to... You know, I don't even have time for video games. Like, I don't know how I was in the past. Like, when you are in middle school or high school, or, you know, the names in the English language go past me. So, definitely, which... Like, we could go for an invasion over here. But we could even help the Independence War even more. Like, you see here. Gelderland, how you would call it, is not joining in the Independence War. But also Dokkum is... Alright. Alright, we are going to invade for Dokkum, boys. Conquer County. We are going for Dokkum. So many titles. Ostfriesland. Now, we have to go Dokkum. We have to keep it connected. Too many... Dokkum, there we go. Let's go for the county of Dokkum. The epic music starts playing. You mean in real life, or you mean in us video games? Because as real life, my family does own a bunch of things from the Second World War. That's really cool. Once we are with the channel in the Second World War, I might like ask them if I can take a couple of those things to show it. Fish in real life. In real life, you mean? All right. Yeah, This is a whole story. A whole story, maybe worth making it into a YouTube video. Like in the Second World War, my family wasn't so passive. So there were people who were on the side of, you know, the no-nos, and there were people who were in the resistance, and there were people who were like making use that part of the family was with the no-nos, like my dad's aunt. So my dad didn't exist then. All right. All right, we are definitely doing this a little bit more. My dad's aunt, she was young, but she was at her home. They had like somebody. So that's my dad's family. They had like people hidden in their house, like hidden people. You know, people I don't know how to say it in English. Like, you know, the people the no-nos were trying to prosecute. But because some of the other related people were like with the no-nos, she was allowed to deliver like the no-nos ideology newspaper. But inside the no-nos ideology newspaper, I think we know what I mean with the no-nos ideology newspaper. They had food stamps, because, you know, there was food shortages because there was a war going on, the Second World War. So people were getting food stamps, and then you could go to a place to collect food if you had the food stamp. And this way was a way to control people, because if you didn't have but with more food stamps, you could like collect food for the people you were hiding in the house. So for the resistance, he was giving people food stamps that were hiding people who were hidden for the no Germans, the no German ideology. So, but the war ended. And because this was like a secret place where they had like extra food stamps to give out to the people who were hiding, we still have those food stamps. We still have them. A whole pile of food stamps, alright? From the Second World War. So my family were part of. They don't ask us, geez, what we're doing between. Give Dokken to a new dynasty called the founder Henk van Dokken. Alright. Yeah, I actually don't know if, because it was not only, they were not only like looking for like, I don't know if it was a Jewish family. I should because, you know, after the war people don't talk too much about it. I just know they were hiding people. But it could also be a lot of minorities were, you know, being... and also rebels and resistance fighters had to hide. My granddad was forced to go to work in Germany, but he escaped. And then he also went hiding because he didn't want to be working for, you know, you know the who's and whys. Because they also had, like, labor shortages and stuff like that. So he didn't want to do that, and, you know, he might have a good reasons why not. My family were farmers in those times. They had many in West Netherlands sleeping in their barns, eating their food during the hunger winter. Yeah, ooh, yeah. But we have lots of things, not only from the Second World War. Like we have this old watch that's from before the Second World War. I have right here also something from before the Second World War. Here in front of me. It's older than the Second World War. I believe from around the First World War. Not the chain, but the item itself. This is a clock here. Let me put in the camera because I only have chat in front of my. This is a clock here. This is an old clock. You can probably Google what type of clock it is, and it still works. Let me turn it on. So now it's on. But I do think there's a little bit of a... I'm not sure if there's a delay, but it's a short like... let me get lighting. If you can see this little... I don't know, maybe you can hear it. It's a bit too much light here. Let me try to block the light. You can see the little watch moving. At least we can hear it, maybe. Can we hear it? Can we hear it? I don't know. This is, yeah... a Senate watch. So it's from... it's more than 100 years old. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool thing to have. But yeah, we have also like these old desks. And the old desk was once repaired at my dad's house with a newspaper. And on that newspaper, where they repaired the desk, where you can roll it down, you know, those old ones, they have still, on the newspaper, they're talking about the first cars. So that's pretty cool. I prefer the Russo-Japanese War if I think of its history. It's way more interesting, especially I love the coats and the clothing. Ooh, that's interesting, yeah. No, we shouldn't be attacking the other peoples. No, no, no. Oh, no, no, we're losing people. Let's send them out of the sea. We should attack those. Those are our allies. Yeah, I was sieging the rebel lands. I saw it in time. Like, no, we don't want to do that. No. We want to help them. Alright. Oh yeah, my history teacher, he was like also like collecting those historical items. Like he had like a gun he found from the Second World War. And he showed it in class. Really proud. I went with my metal detector where they had a fight and I found a gun. From the Second World War. But yeah, my little brother has also a bunch of things he has been collecting from the Second World War. So and those are like newspapers and other items, but it's pretty hard because he has been buying them from other countries. He has also maps from the world. How countries had in the Second World War. Like old maps showing the world and like how the geology and stuff like that. It's like $200, but I'm planning. Alright. Here we go. Let's make sure how do I help the rebels the best? I should just watch if their lands get invaded, actually. They are actually winning against them. That's not good. Why are you guys winning? They're occupying their lands, but where? I don't see them occupying any lands here. Oh, this may be down here? They're occupying their lands down here. No. I know. I don't know. We are gonna make an excursion then, I believe, out here, because we're actually trying to help the rebels. So we are going to... No, we are going to Arnhem. I don't know, YouTube sometimes deletes messages. Is it like about the war? Maybe. You know, if you write messages sometimes about these sensitive topics, you should always, like, change words. You know. I am planning to this no-nose jacket. Gonna remove the sus symbols and wear it. Yeah. Yeah, the design was... They were really trying to model, you know. I believe... I don't know, that was something else. Like, there was like that they did try to make it fashionable. To make it more... They did that on purpose. Like, the no-nos did make the outfits on purpose look more fashionable. And more cool. So they could recruit more people. Why didn't that work, but saying Utrecht didn't? Wait, what? Siege Middle Frisia. There they are! They're coming at me, boys. It's fine. We are ready. No. Oh no! They're going for our Frisian brethren. Let's not make sure they cannot take them. Haha. You're going to run away now, boys. We lost some people there. Oh, we're losing that fight. Now we are winning. I don't know what to do with this. Because they're taking the land we are trying to take. At least we're destroying their troops. How many troops do they have? They have 6k. Okay, so the independence faction, if they have enough time, should win the war. But they are losing the occupation war. Because the defender has their targets, or... okay. Guess they have to go for the capital, and the capital's right there, or something. Jeez. I know you say out of head pocket, but you... it's dangerous topics to say. Maybe we can make them run away if we just stand here, so we don't have to engage them. We don't want to fight you guys. Run away, please. Run away. No! We're locked in now. Sadly, we're fighting them. But they have more troops, so it should be fine. They have way more troops than the enemy, but I think they're fighting them everywhere. Except for the place where it matters. There we go. Yeah, they're losing to me. They're winning to these guys, because these guys do not seem to have their capital in control. At least we killed their troops, but there's not much we can do if they don't fight. We're just gonna split our troops here. Let's take this one. Actually, so I'm gonna keep my troops on this place here, just so we don't have to fight. I know I cannot stop you. You know, it's gonna get to your trip. I'm just saying, you know. uh, it isn't even that bad, you know, but it is like on the line, you know. Especially what I don't want my channel to become like that. Ah. Yeah. Eh. Da 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 da. There we go. So I don't know how we can support the Gaulish Empire the best, you know, because a new culture. Wait, what? I didn't read. Where is the new culture? Did you know? Do you know? They still don't have. They still don't have the bloody capital. If you wanna see cool drip, if you wanna see cool one at least, like also because the uniform they use later was inspired, and this is gonna be interesting. It was inspired a little by the World War One British uniform, because you know the middle coat where they used like this. That's because I will show you. The British didn't use them because they were just using the practical uniform, but you, I can show you why the British officer, because in the First World War, um, they had to carry a sword. The officers. So that's the middle belt, and I think a lot of the great that's the great shape, and that is a little bit why they you know, the no-nos did this, because this shape is interesting because it does create this triangular shape, making this way cooler. And if you see a side-by-side comparison, like a let me Google that one. There was a picture of it where you can see it. Where you have like, I don't know if I can find the picture. I cannot find the picture now. I will not. No, I don't know. There's like a side by side comparison, but at least then. Uh, uh, At least, okay, now we'll get like the Second World War uniform. You can see the difference here at least. They don't have that belt anymore. Also, the normal soldiers didn't have the belt because they didn't have the sword, but they got rid of the belt. But you know, the no-nos have that belt, so I think that makes a little bit the change of a uniform. And what is interesting, because you sometimes see in the no-nos having scars on their faces, right? In the old picture, you see them having scars. That's because a lot of the officers did fencing, sword fencing. So the belt was even still for with the practical use. Only in the field you didn't use the belt, because in reality it isn't practical. It isn't. I don't know if it's not practical, but if it is not practical, it's just extra weight and extra stuff to carry. So it's just the position of the belt, you know. Okay, we can win this war now, but we are actually trying to support the Frisian independence movement. At least they're losing now, so that's good. The question is, why are they losing? Alright, that's good. They're holding the target now. They got the target here. I don't know what target it is. Some fencing, alright. I have done fencing in school. Not for long. Because in my small town they did not have fencing. But there was this like event where they was like about sports or something, and then a lot of sport teachers would go to my town to motivate children to do different sports, and like it was some sort of sport activity. I have no clue, but it was really cool because it would mean that we got to try different sports, and I could like apply to do different sports, and I saw one of the options was fencing, so sword fighting. This is like in high school, so I thought that's really cool. So I applied to do that, to do the fencing. And in the fencing lessons, it was not that much, so I don't know like every little bit about fencing, but I did some fencing lessons. All right, I had some fencing lessons, and there was this other kid, and he was also really good, and I wanted to become really good, and we had fights, and you know, at the end we would see who's the best fencer, and I didn't win. I'm the second place fencer of my high school. I'm so bloody disappointed. I wanted to be the first. I wanted to be the best fencer. But I'm second place. Second place. That's not enough. But it's not that we learned too much about it. Like, something of footwork and that you have to attack and not defend or something. I don't like we did learn some parries probably, but it was not for long. We didn't have like it that long of an experience. Wait, what? Oh yeah, that's what you meant with Gur. What is this? It exists for a long time. It says here. Where are you? Where are you from? Upland. So for here, right? Upland, right? So, or does it mean something else? Why? What's going on here? So this is over here. What's the upland? Like I know upland is here, but I don't think there is an upland culture. It's Prussian here. I was it's Prussian there. Type. Fish, the Buddhist interpretation of laughter is true. What do you want? I think. Oh, if my dyslexic brain did. Oh, we won the war. They forced us to win the war. We have our truce with them. We can no longer help them. And they are winning again. Bloody hell! Why are they winning? I think it's because of the targets. Like, sometimes they have the target, sometimes they don't. If the Buddhist interpretation of the afterlife is true... Well, I was... I was tricked to be sent to a Buddhist monastery, so I know a little bit of Buddhism, about Buddhism. That was pretty fun, although I did like it. It was interesting. I wasn't tricked. But, I will answer the question, don't you worry. I'm just wanting to show my experience. So when I say my interpretation, what I want to be reincarnated, and also to refresh my memory, because I maybe forgot a little bit how the Buddhist reincarnation stuff works. So, no, they lost this sad life. We couldn't have helped them because they had more troops, but they just couldn't get to the target here. So it's sad. But the... Like, it was not a monastery in Asia. It was like a monastery in the Netherlands, but they had like Tibetan monks from, Tibet that were after, their country got invaded. they were somewhere here. I don't know exactly where, in the Netherlands, and my parents were like, hey kid, you want to learn more about other cultures and religions and stuff like that. And I thought, like, yeah, that sounds interesting and really cool. So they said, oh, there is like a Buddhist monastery. But the real reason is because I was starting my puberty, all right? My puberty. So my parents thought, to be sure that he is not going to become, puberty, because I was the first kid of them, so they were all scared that puberty sounds so horrible. I'm fine. I didn't become like a terrible kid, all right? So I was preemptively sent to a Buddhist monastery to chill out a little bit there and learn a little bit more about the worldly life. For 2 weeks, and it was interesting. I did learn some stuff here and there, but I'm not a Buddhist, no. But I do think I know a little bit about Buddhism life stuff. I was like 15, but the handsome Imperator Brokana, my brother and my companion, my confidant, will join me in declaring your friendship to the truest and brightest. Oh, okay, we are friends now. Psycholomphal dog-headed humans with the church wanted to convert them, so the church wanted to convert furries. I also believe there were like 1 feet people over there, right? Like of 1 feet or something like that. Okay. But if Buddhist monastery reincarnation is true, so I have the freedom to choose what I want to be reincarnated as. So if the Buddhist stuff is true, right? And let's say we go for the full Buddhism, right, where they say like the whole Hindu pantheon thing is true too. You should be careful not to be reincarnated as a divine or a more powerful being than a human, because they have too much good karma, and if they have too much good karma, you cannot get good karma anymore, because it's like you are burning through the karma. But this is like the interpretation that I I was taught by I don't know if there are like different interpretations. Like that was the one interpretation that I got. And so in their belief there are more things above humans and just like many more layers above it. But you shouldn't want to be reincarnated as that, because then you burn too much good karma and you cannot be a good person that anymore. So good as a person. And being reincarnated something else like an animal, so in the pantheon that would be like less than a human, I guess, like in like understanding of the universe, like you that's also banned, because you can also not get really good karma as a dog. Even if you get reincarnated as a dog, you would then you even if you are a good dog, you don't understand why you are good, and if you don't understand it, you don't have the good intentions, so you might not get good karma. But animals can get good karma. So so the best thing to reincarnate in the Buddhist, if that whole thing is true, is as a human. To keep being reincarnated as a human, because that's the only way to like if you don't do the enlightenment stuff, that's the only way to not to not suffer too much. Life is still going to be like the whole thing is about suffering and stuff like that, I believe. Where I have my own opinions about. Uh, like the reason why I am not a Buddhist, I don't believe in the whole reincarnation too. But you know, this is how far I understand it. But you know, I don't know if I should talk about the religion stuff. Like, to be fair, when you talk to people who practice Buddhism, they will say often enough it's not a religion, and that would be kind of true. I think not in all forms, but you could take it as a you could take parts of it like as a life philosophy, the way they live life. Because they like if you have like Buddhism from here, you do look like to the pantheon here, but you have also Buddhists in Japan, and the Buddhists in Japan believe in like different things, not in the same religion stuff. So you could adopt it to different religions, right? You could say like the great Brahman, like the big consciousness, could be like, if you want to adapt to Christianity, probably people have done it to Christianity too. That they say like the big Brahman might be like God. I have no clue, right? But I was raised Catholic. Sorry, I was ranting off. Uh, no hedonistic activities for young fish. They had no meat, all right. They had all vegetarian meat. It was really cool. They had a really nice cook there. I sadly don't know the location where it was. It's a really nice guy, the guy who made the vegetarian food. I, I was raised Catholic, and my mom and I think doing the same thing, wanted to teach me about dominations. He took me to Quaker church. These there are churches that are completely empty besides the bench you're. So you mean like an empty bench? Oh, that's almost like the medieval like monasteries. Because then in the past, I don't know if they still do that. They weren't allowed to like talk during eating food. Only one person would like read. I don't know if they would read the Bible, or they would read like the rules of the monastery, or the rules of their domination. Domination. Yes, that's what I meant. They're dominating stuff. All right, let me see. What did I want to do? I was trying to do. Oh yeah, I wanted to make the country a bit richer. So let's make more castles and let's make them a bit stronger. Let's revoke this dude's castle rights. So I can't, sadly. We should get another county from somewhere, so let's look around. And who is not... Okay, this guy is not from our dynasty, so I'm gonna revoke a castle. I can't. I can only revoke all the titles. Alright, we need to revoke our castle somewhere. That's not the dynasty I care about, so you're gonna lose your title. They believe the best revelation is from being alone with your thoughts and sit there on the bench. Sometimes you pray and think about your life. Okay, now we are one above domain limit. Oh no, it's Luton. Can we get already our player here? They are here. Alright, finally they're here. Alright. Ah, they're no longer engaged. Now let's actually find a spouse here. Maybe arrange a marriage with this guy. We have to make sure that it doesn't fall out of the family, the whole... We ignore this. They're still engaged, that's fine. Alright, we need to make sure that we can keep control to our dynasty. Like, we cannot change and flip the future now. But we can make sure that our dynasty becomes one of the more powerful. Okay, she does not stand to inherit. But what does she stand to inherit? Alright. I can grant her all these titles. So this way... She owns Mercia now. This way we lose some titles here. And we can give her more titles. Importantly, we do lose some stress here, but technically this guy is ambition, so I don't think it's out of character that he gains stress, because we are doing this for our ambition, actually. We have to lose some stress here. I gained the trait murderer. Let's try to find another title. We can take London. Revoke titles. Duchy of London, and she's going to accept. This is going to make us a tyrant a little bit, but that's fine. Because we are not going to become the reigning monarch after we die. We are 78 years old. We are on the verge of dying, you know. The problem is we shouldn't get... Oh, we can give her already the Kingdom of England. Perfect. So let's give the Duchy of London to her. Wait, why is this my player now? Heh? No, I should be... Hey? I don't understand this game. Why does my player switch? So if I give him... I'm just gonna give all my titles to one person. Let's see if that works out. You went to a Lutheran church and Catholic one. Someone should build a church tier list. There should... Is there... it's probably there would be one, right? Let him back. What are your opinions then on the different types of Latin? What's your favorite gun? I don't know many guns. I don't know many guns, cheese. I don't know many guns. I am really European on that matter. Okay, we have made sure that the inheritance can fall back to our power, to our throne, kind of, hopefully. With this, we are going to become the Queen of Caledonia or the Queen of why is there no player here, huh? Can I not become hers? If my guy dies and we don't have a player, I'm just gonna select one of those, so right? I'm gonna toss a coin and become one of them. I definitely do think it's cool to go to the US and, you know, yeah, to try out the shooting range. I've been to, yeah, it's not a real thing because I was 17, so they aren't allowed to give you real guns. That was in the Dutch, at the Dutch army. They have like these simulators. Let me see if I can find one. Dutch. No, I should type. Let me see if I can find it. No. Maybe it's this one. I think this is it. At the Dutch. Yeah, I found the picture here. Oh, this is a real. No, this is a fake gun. This is a fake gun. This is what they did. It's a real gun actually, but the gun is a simulator. So this was at an internship. Like I did my IT internship at the army. So I was like 17, and then they said like, hey, you guys want to go to a simulator? But, I don't know if I was 17, but there were people who were 17 years old. And this is with air pressure. So the gun goes backwards. It's a real gun that they modded to be like the real thing, but it doesn't shoot a bullet. You shoot at a screen. It's not this simulator, it was somewhere else. This doesn't look like the place where I was. But they have like these training places where you can sit down and practice your shooting without wasting ammo. They also have real gun ranges, but you know, after the whole war, you know, that's going on now in that part of Europe, we don't need to talk about it. Ammo might be a little bit of a problem. The supply chain. So that one, that's the Colt. I don't know which number, but that's technically a gun I learned to shoot. So technically, yeah. Can you convince Europe to combine with USA make super? You know, there were plans, I think, after the Second World War, by some people to do that. It didn't go through. But there were ideas floating around. I've never played Airsoft, no. Okay, we are now waiting for this guy to... But I think also I will end the stream here. So, I don't know if you got this cheese, but this is... like, I do regularly do late streams, but this is one of the last late streams that I will do regularly. I will still do late streams, but no more that often, because I will get a new job where my night shifts... I will have less night shifts, so... So that's going to be, but it does mean that I will have a more regular sleeping schedule, and that will mean that I will be better in making videos, because I can finally start planning to make like when and how I want to make videos, and I can have like a more stable schedule. But of course, with other streamers and other friends of the channel, I will do collabs and other things, so I will be here and there in late streams. So it's not gonna be like I will never do late streams again, but they will come less often. So I'm... Bro, we need to take a nation state. You mean make like the whole planet united? Cheese? Cheese? If you want to do that, I allow you to do it, but you have to do it as the Emperor of Men. So, but by this power vested within me, all the power I have right here, I give this power to you, Cheese, to unite the whole planet and all the different planets of humanity, if humanity spreads out to the stars, to be under one banner, and I crown thee by now the Emperor of Mankind. There you go, Cheese. Cheese, you can now rise as the rightful owner of this entire humanity. There you go. It's yours now. You have it. I granted you the right. For what it means, it's all about. And I do this with this ancient relic item. They don't know what it is from history. This is an ancient relic item from the Roman times, probably used for knitting, but we don't know. So this mysterious object, I will use the power of this object to send this power to you. Like vroom, 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 vroom. I to take too much space, let's blow them. You have that power to decree that. You know, now you have that power, Cheese. Cheese, you got the power. I gave this ancient symbol here.